I mean, there was an original review in 1909 in Country Life.
When it was literally...
Well, when it was, I mean, it was finished in 1905.
And you've got the pictures of that, some of them.
Somewhere I've got a picture. It had a strange history because it was, you know, I mean, it was obviously built as a private house, but barely used.
For a vicar? Wasn't he a vicar?
For a vicar, but his father was someone called Edward Lloyd, who was a friend of William Morris's.
Oh, right.
He published Sweeney Todd.
Oh, goodness.
He had paper mills. He gave money for the cottage hospital.
Yes, which then the wife was so upset.
Well, the wife didn't. There was a hospital for people with TB.
That was it. Yeah, she went off.
And it got rented as a boys' school.
What? Very well.
Yeah.
So it was a boarding school for a bit.
Yeah, called Home Place, which it looked like the kind of school that if you weren't getting on very well at Eton and Harrow, you got sent there.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's just astonishing.
So that side's the coach house over there.
Yeah.
And then that side...
It's another coach.
Another coach house.
Yeah.
So you had to restore the entire garden.
Knowing nothing about gardening.
It's a crash course, isn't it?
Well, it was a crash course of getting it wrong.
But the house never had an estate with it, as it were. It just had its grounds.
It had about 13 acres. Yeah,
13 acres.
I think I've got 11 now or 12. So
it's virtually the same size.
Yeah. I mean, this is
one of the great space.
Isn't it a wonderful space?
And what are you going to do with it?
Live in it. Right?
Live in it. It's awesome. He was a vicar. He was very sociable. I mean, why did he need such a big city?
My sort of hunch is that Prior got hold of him, and he was a nice guy, and Prior built the house that Prior wanted to build.
Yes,
I mean, all the architects are artists and have grand visions, and they need patrons, and I think Lloyd fitted that category, but Edward Lloyd, I looked up, left only about £600,000, which was a lot of money then. But he had 12 children and he left them quite equally. And I think, I just think because there's evidence that, the estate walls weren't finished, I think he kind of ran out of money a little bit, and his wife didn't like it. He lived in Monte Carlo in the end. I mean, probably a more agreeable...
what do they say, a sunny place for shady people? I'm sure he wasn't shady there at all.
Well, who knows? I'm sure, by all accounts, he was a really good man.
Yeah. Did any literary figures ever come here?
Oh yeah, I mean all sorts of people. Yeah, and Morris, Conan Doyle, I think.
So William Morris came here. Yeah.
Well, he would have done. Yeah. Let's go to the main house.
How did you find out about this house in the first place?
I was staying with a friend of mine, James Late, and James and Caro were looking for a house for a friend.
Yeah.
And so Savills were sending them particulars.
They sent this.
And they sent this, and I thought, I've never seen a house remotely like this. I don't think I'm in the market, but I've just got to go and see the thing.
How wonderful. Was it love at first sight?
Well, it really was. I mean, even though, it was an old people's home, and it was all divided up and a mess. I came with my son Jack, who was about 7 at the time, and I had a puppy, and even though I was obsessed with it, I remember looking at it. Well, we'll go around in a minute and see. You can see, and I just thought this is an incredible place. And I forgot the puppy, and I was sort of zooming back to London, and I had no puppy, and I rushed back, and the puppy was just quite happy in the garden. Oh hell, it's a sign. I'll just put an offer in. And much to my slight horror, the offer was accepted.
So how soon after seeing it did you make the offer?
About a week.
I mean, it must be one of the most oddly beautiful, bizarre houses in England, really. Yeah. I always think that looks a bit like a rose sort of thing. Is it meant to be a rose?
I put that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. It looks like it's been there forever. Yeah.
And when you arrive, you have no idea the shape of this house, because the fact it's a butterfly shape is something so bizarre, isn't it? Still.
Yeah, I mean, there are 3 in Norfolk.
Yes. Doesn't surprise me.
there's this, the Morph House.
Yep, the Kelling. Yeah.
Kelling.
And then what's the other? Was the other one by? Not by Lutyens.
Who's by Blow.
By Blow.
Detmar Blow.
Detmar Blow, and that's up by the coast, isn't it? Haysborough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now this is why you've dressed in these bright colours. Look.
Yeah.
So when you first came here, again, you arrive at this rather narrower facade. Were you shocked or happy by the fact the house is so much larger when you get round the side?
I mean, it's actually a really nice house to be in. It's on a domestic scale as well.
And so when you came here, the planting was it just very
planting.
barren?
Very barren.
Gosh.
Yeah. I mean, I had to relay the lawns.
And hedges?
Well, the yew hedges, I've got photographs from very, very early. And
so they were here.
They were here.
Yes.
I mean, I got pictures of them as shrubs practically. Yeah. I mean, I just had an idea that at some point in my life, on a sort of I'd love to be part of restoring
a major project,
a country house.
And because had you been in Norfolk for a long time? You grew
my
up
mum had a house up here.
So you knew it
in the 70s. Yeah.
So as a kid, you sort of knew it. Yeah.
I knew, and I was very good friends with the Gough family. And so I used to come and stay with them, and they'd stay with me in London.
Yeah. So
I knew lots of bods up here.
Were you just planning to live on it?
I didn't know what I was planning to do with it.
But people who do rent this house must be blown away by it, because
they love it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And we'll see it when we go inside. We'll see. You've even got a nightclub.
A nightclub. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Did the house have bits that had been tacked on since it was built? Did you have to take bits off it, or? Well,
there was a very nasty sort of 70s sun lounge. And that's the first thing I did. I mean, I'm not very good at construction, but I can do destruction. And that knocked it down. Yeah. I mean, because it was an old people's home, and they wanted.
Of course. Yeah.
And it's south facing, so they wanted to sit out in the sun.
Ideal. That.
I mean, I've tried in vain to find the drawings, or not to own them, but just even know where they are. And there doesn't seem to be any.
It is extraordinary.
Yeah.
And so from the outside, I'm just thinking about the arts and crafts idea of reading a house from the outside, and you can see quite clearly what's going on actually. And then left and right, there used to be cloisters, didn't there? And now they've been glazed.
They were glazed by the hospital, and I kept them because it gives them more
very useful,
space.
isn't it?
It's useful space, and I just feel we've got enough outside space, and it would make the dining room quite small, and it would make the sitting room, the drawing room, whatever it is. That would make it quite small. Every face of it, every angle is very different.
Very, very different.
I mean, maybe while we're sort of outside, we could go and we could just have a look at the wall. The wall. Well, it was a kitchen garden.
Yeah, because that lovely view down.
I mean, I knew straight away I wasn't going to grow a couple of acres of veg.
Well, you've got budgeons nearby.
I've got budgeons.
And there's nothing Georgian at all about this house.
Not even a trace.
Not one bit.
No.
It's got Romanesque, it's sort of got Byzantine, I would say, in a way.
Yeah.
It's got, so you feel slightly a bit like it's got almost Moroccan type feeling because of the geometric shapes, like the tiles. Prior designed the little house at the end of the walled garden as the gardener's house.
It's two separate cottages.
It's two cottages, isn't it?
Yeah.
But Norfolk does have an amazingly wide range of architectural styles.
It's kind of got brilliant houses.
It has.
Yeah, it's really quite special.
And there's nothing normal.
Obviously there was a lot of money here way back, and that enabled our fantastic churches.
And then later on, by the time this house is built, this is a house in the country for someone.
Well, it is. Well, I mean, you forget. I mean, Cromer was very fashionable. Wilde actually stayed at the Hotel de Paris.
Oh, really?
When I went on a date with Martha at first, we did a tour that way, and we stayed at the Hotel de Paris, and I checked in as Mr. and Mrs. Oscar Wilde. They didn't bat an eyelid. They had no reference for it whatsoever.
This front looking over the walled garden is the only facade of the house really which doesn't have any architectural pretensions at all.
Well, this tiny bit here, but if you
just on the left,
look at the
with that lovely curved bridge.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
That's just beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. I sort of bought it because it was so well built.
Interesting.
And I thought, actually, I can maintain this.
What's that building there with the funny little sort of pointed
that was
roof?
the dairy, but it's a beautiful little building. But it gets used a lot with people going through to the kitchen. Otherwise, I'd use it as a studio or something. It's a beautiful little building. And the quote I like is Pevsner. He says something like, "A violently idiosyncratic building, by far the most interesting house in this part of Norfolk. Some of its inventions remind one of Gaudi's work in Barcelona."
Now, which door should we go? Should we go round to the front door? What's the best
go
idea?
around to the front.
Here we are. So
here we are. Yeah.
arts and crafts. It makes you want to come in because it's slightly canted. This central porch bay, and then you've got funny little. Again, who goes down there?
That's the cellars.
Who would have gone down when people arrive with their luggage? Or something? No, not luggage. That wouldn't go down.
I think it's just to have a point of entry. You know, so if you wanted to store stuff down there, you could. I mean, it is very well thought out. I mean, that is actually a lovely room. It looks out on the garden and is our office.
So walk into this little domed hall, which straight away feels sort of Moroccan or something. It doesn't feel very English, does it?
Yeah, I put quite a lot of sort of Moroccan lights and things. And
there we go.
Actually, and when it's dark, because I bought that in Morocco in a market and carted it home on the plane.
So all of these, presumably the beams on these, we're in this sort of hall.
It's concrete.
It's concrete.
It's concrete, yeah.
And then he's put little sort of dentils here.
Yes.
And every room is such an odd shape, isn't it?
It's every shape. You see, that was a loggia. That was a loggia originally, but when I bought it, at some point the hospital built these walls.
It's lovely as part of a room, as the room, isn't it?
It's nice as part of the room. But I mean, Annabel Gray, who's an old friend of mine, I mean, I've known since I was about 22.
Did she do all this design?
She did, I mean, which is very, very beautiful, subtle things.
Beautiful. Did you leave her up to come up with for this room? Did you say you'd come up with something, or did you have an idea with it too?
Well, I've worked with Annabel before, and I work very well with her, and I trust her.
Yeah.
You know, she'd come up with an idea, I might say something, and then I'd say, let's go with that. But I'd really give her quite free reins. I think artists work better if you actually don't try and control them too much.
And if you know them.
But I mean, I knew her very well, and you know, we could together come up with plots and plans.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy with.
This is
Lou Gray's piano.
Wow. Is it a Steinway or something?
It is a Steinway, yeah.
Amazing.
But I mean, I was when Lou died, I was called in to buy the books, which weren't awfully good, but the piano's really lovely. So I asked Lady Gray if I could buy the piano.
How amazing!
And she gave me a price, which I don't know anything about pianos. I mean, this room was a billiard room, but actually, even there were no shelves anymore. So I mean,
did you have these built?
I had those built.
They're lovely.
Yeah.
And then you've got copies of the studio from all the right time.
I've got a complete run of the studio.
How wonderful!
But those are rather nicely bound. I've got a complete set of the studio.
So here we are in the central hall of the house, which presumably had it did have an open gallery once, but now it's glazed. Or did it have a balcony, or was it always?
That wasn't glazed till about 1909, because I've got earlier photos where it's not. I think they did that just to try.
But the same configuration. Same openings.
Yeah.
Then you've got an inglenook, which of course comes from, I suppose, yeoman farmhouses.
This is my central heating.
Wow, look at that.
I mean, and that's sort of Doric columns.
That's definitely, the Georgians kept hidden away as a radiator.
Yeah, so that
says it all, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Absolutely lovely.
And these are all Delft tiles, which were used by Prior in the decoration.
Absolutely amazing.
But it feels so nice, the house. Yeah. It just feels very solid and very...
It does.
I mean, this house was never really lived in for any length of time in any kind of grand fashion.
Yeah. If you showed me a picture of this room, I could never place it in the building I know it's in.
Yeah, no, exactly.
In a million years.
I mean, it's obviously harks to sort of medieval.
Yeah.
I've got some pictures of it sort of being built, which is incredible. I mean, they did it in a couple of years.
Really? And did it cost 60,000?
It's meant to have done. But no one really knows.
But that was so expensive, wasn't it?
I mean, it was very expensive. But I mean, no one knows for sure because the paperwork is just not. Well, this is the sort of bar.
Now this wonderful floor is you, isn't it?
Well, this is It's amazing.
And look, that almost is a bit like a sort of crustacean-y type fossil. The whole place is very, very bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then this is the dining room.
This is the dining room, yeah. Someone called Kirsten Hectorman made these.
And then how about this great big, The Last Supper? What's the story of that,
The Last Supper was by Gerald Brockhurst, who was a very well-known portrait painter, mainly did lots of very grand people and stuff, and I bought it many years ago.
And this room here, so we're in the kitchen.
This is the kitchen,
which is so small for such an enormous house, for a big house.
Yeah.
And comparatively, isn't it?
Well, I mean, kitchens were used really to produce food and for domestic, not to live in it. No. People now live in it, but I mean, you know.
But still,
you can have 8, 10 people.
And so then that goes back to the dairy, and that's
there's a good larder and dairy.
So what do you use the dairy for at the moment?
Well, it gets used for catering. I mean, it's such a lovely room.
Beautiful room.
Yeah.
And then you've got, so I suppose, a Louvre in this. You could take that off in the cupola or whatever at the top there, can't you?
Yeah.
Right, where to next?
Where to next? I mean, we should go upstairs, maybe.
You feel that Prior's just had to fit elements in, hasn't he? So the staircase has to go here. Yeah. I would not have thought we were over the entrance front here.
And I mean, also when they put central heating in, they couldn't get the pipes into the walls, so there's a couple of rooms where there are pipes. Yeah, I mean, you can see there's some pipes here that...
And this little room is right above the front door.
Right above the front, yeah. I mean, this was my son's room, and so it's Jack's room.
So sweet.
Actually, it's painted by Chloe Mandy, who was living here with her husband, David.
And all of this collection of things, are these things you've just collected over the years?
I mean, from boot sales to auctions to, Yeah, and there's such a lovely light everywhere.
It's beautiful.
You can see.
And none of the walls are quite straight. Everything's, I mean, that's of course a wonderful great big beam going across there, isn't it?
I mean, the pieces of wood are
they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
It's a very tactile house.
Yeah. You feel that nothing is quite straight, or...
No, nothing is quite straight, no.
And then these are wonderful rooms. Is this an Indian textile?
This is an Indian textile, yeah.
Lovely. Has that gone up quite recently?
No. I had that for a while. It's lovely, isn't it?
It is lovely. And this is a little original.
Yeah, I should probably take that. I rather like the sailing boat fire, but it probably gets in the way.
It's so cool. There's little aesthetic movement.
Annabelle and which is
it's wonderful.
Collaged a rather ordinary bath.
It's so much fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the antithesis of people just wanting everything plain. It's just wonderful. This is amazing, isn't it?
Actually, there was when I first got the house, Tatler did a feature on me, which photographed me in this bath, and recently Tatler did another one on Martha and me.
As long as it was not too indecent, then it's all right. No. So this probably would have been kids' rooms and things.
Well, this is the only, I mean, this would have been
servants.
I mean, sort of I imagine, but and I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't want orange everywhere, but
just a bit.
It's actually a fabulous colour.
Yeah. No, it is a fabulous colour.
This is made by a friend called John Pierce, a famous tailor, actually.
Very cool. More bedrooms in here. Another very cool room.
So I think this is sort of the girls' dormitory.
Yes. It's so sweet.
But it really works as a house to be. You fill it with 20, 30 people. It's such a lovely house to be in.
Well, we should go and see the nightclub.
We'll go and see the nightclub, yeah.
Is that a piper?
It is, yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Look at the amazing things everywhere. So the Pink Lloyds. Now, there we go.
I used to do a festival, and one of the people who came was the writer Polly Sampson, whose husband is David Gilmour, who's the guitar player from Pink Floyd. It was lovely, and they used to come and they loved it. When we did a nightclub, but it's slightly 60s in its feel, and the Lloyd family built the house. So it became known as Pink Lloyds, and it was a lockdown project.
Is that a seat from a bus?
Yes.
Amazing.
Let's see if I can get some lights on.
It's so cool, isn't it? Where's the DJ now? Oh, DJ goes there.
DJ booth there, yeah.
Pink Lloyds, epic. Look at this. This is so cool. How would Prior have ever known that his service part of the house might be a dance floor?
I don't think he'd have been unhappy.
No, I don't. Well, he was a Harrovian. He loved parties.
He loved a party.
Yeah, he loved a good party. So that was yes, back in the land of the living. That was marvellous.
Marvellous. Wonderful.
How was that, Ed? Was that good?